At Donald Trump's inauguration 4 weeks ago, yes, 4 weeks ago, some of the richest people in the history of the world were seated front and center. The tech billionaires that dictate what we see and what we can say, all on the stage letting us know loudly and clearly how this administration is going to go. After millions and millions in donations to the campaign and inaugural funds, what do these billionaire boys buy for themselves? Let's start with Elon. The richest man in the history of the world supposedly has thoughts on waste. In his unelected, unconfirmed government position, Elon has threatened jobs, locked workers out, offered buyouts that stay on the buyout itself that the payment isn't even enforceable, stomped in the government agencies and taken private information from hundreds of millions of Americans, all in the name of government efficiency. State Department documents showed that Musk's Tesla Corporation was potentially in line for $400 million in contracts to build a fleet of armored vehicles. If this sounds like a bad dystopian sci-fi film to you, that's because this is kind of what it is. But as much as this feels like a dystopian future, it's also just the natural extension of the last 50 years of Reagan politics, gutting the government so private industry can profit in the chasms left by government deciding it doesn't have to do anything. And that's good news, because as much as the last 3 weeks has felt like something brand new and confusing, it's also just more of the stuff that we're used to fighting against. And we still have the ability to fight back. The bosses want to rip us off. We know this. We have the power to fight back through community efforts. We can pressure politicians to actually meet the moment. And most importantly, we can fight back as a working class, because whatever schemes the bosses come up with to steal more money, we can always shut down if we decide to and organize for that. Fight back with your union. If you don't have one, fight for a union, y'all.